All right, Katie, do you want to kick us off? Open us up with prayer?
Hey, you guys. I'm going to open us up in prayer real quick, okay? And then we'll get this show started. Dear God, I pray, Lord, that this call speaks to so many of the people that are listening to it. I feel the shift in this season, God. I feel the shift in this business. I feel the positivity. I feel like big things are getting ready to happen. And I pray, God, that you bless each and every single person that's on this call, that you bless their business, that you give them strength, that you give them courage to do hard things. And I pray that all the things that are said tonight on this call blesses them tremendously. Amen.
Amen. All right, friends. Well, welcome to our second Big Business Energy call and our first in-depth training, if you will. Um, we're going to start off with talking about Scentsy Family Reunion. I know we kind of touched on it last call as well, but with World Tour now being under our belts and people winning the golden tickets and us starting to gear up for it, we wanted to share from a couple of people why we're excited about Scentsy Family Reunion and why you should be there. So I've asked a couple of my friends to just give us a quick a recap of why they love going, how it changed their business, what works for them, and hopefully we will see you there. Okay, so we're going to start with, is Jessica on here? Thought I admitted her. Oh, there you are, girl. Okay, I am going to put the spotlight on you.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Okay. Of course you make me go first. So I joined back in 2020. And so SFR in 2020 and 2021 were virtual. And those were awesome. It was fun. But then the first one in Salt Lake City, I flew by myself for the first time ever, stayed by myself, just kind of was like, all right, here we go. And honestly, the shift that I felt was amazing because we all kind of get burnt out. And so it just kind of reignites that fire and you get to see everybody and hug everybody. And it just kind of reignites that passion and makes you excited again. And I haven't missed one since. So I'll see everybody in Boise.
I was just talking and I was muted, so I hope you all love that. Thank you so much. Okay, next I'm gonna ask Deb to share. We'll spotlight her.
Hi, y'all. Wow, this my first SFR my first SFR was at Disneyland or Orlando, I should say. I spent a lot of my time at Disneyland. But it really it gave me the knowledge on how to help build a business the Scentsy way because I've been in MLMs before and they were totally different. So I learned that, but that one was also of everybody from around the world. So that to me was really impactful because it's not just something here in the States. This is something that people everywhere um, are doing and making money and helping others. And the team that I have, I cherish the relationships I've made with them. So I would say that's my favorites.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And finally, we are going to have Jen share.
Sorry, guys, getting better light. Hey, yo. Mine was 100% having the girls there that are on my team. I mean, I'm kind of one of those weird people who I'm not a big joiner and going and like having all this like training and stuff. I, I just, that's not what gets me. What is really for me is watching these girls who I'm just like, they're just like, oh my gosh, these people they really do care. They actually, all these wonderful women are just so inspiring and they are just saying hi and letting you take pictures even if they don't know you and all that. And that for me was what did it. If I could like somehow magically just donate when I win trips and like bring my girls instead to things like that, that's what I would do because I think that that's how we would be out there even more, being able to bring our girls with us who maybe couldn't afford it. And it shows them what they're capable of because all these other women are doing huge things in front of them and men.
Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, there are so many reasons why people choose to go to SFR. It's not always for the same things, and it's dependent on what season of life you're in as well. Sometimes I go for the training and the fire lit under my butt so I can get moving. Sometimes it's to connect with the community and lean into that support. And whatever the case is, it is just such an incredible experience that I hope you all will be joining us for this summer. And in the comments, will you let us know if you are planning to attend in Boise? Um, and as a side note, if I correct you on how to say Boise, just know that that's it's not you, it's me. I'm from Boise, and so it's an S, not a Z. And so my friends are probably really sick of me correcting them at this point. I see Maggie. She's like, yeah, I'm done with that. Okay, so friends, tonight I am really excited to talk to you about um, kind of getting back to basics. As these calls move forward, last time it was kind of an intro of all of the leaders who are collaborating to bring this training session to you. And moving forward, we're just going to cap it at an hour and we're going to have several of us speak, but it won't be all of us every single time. So you're going to get to hear from all of us at some point. So tonight you'll hear from me, from Katie, and from Maggie. And I will be talking about getting back to basics and how to um, utilize parties in your business. And I used to talk about this all the time with my team, and I just somewhere along the way I lost it. But going back to basics, I realized, oh my gosh, this is such a foundational way to think about your business. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to get my PRV this month, I don't know how I'm going to move forward and meet new people, having this as a base foundation is such an awesome way to just think, okay, this is how I'm getting my PRV. This is how I can learn at least $150 every single month and be able to continue to move and grow my business. And also income disclosure statement covering all of this always, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is the 3 open party plan. This is something that is a great way to think, okay, I need to have 3 parties this month to earn $150 paycheck for next month, or however you want to cash that out if you're going to do the instant pay, knowing that at least $150 is going to be coming into your pocket every month, utilizing the 3 open party plan. So the first party that you should have every month is a host that is not yourself. So you are going to be finding somebody who wants to earn some free and half-priced Scentsy and run a party for them, whether that's online, via text message, in person, however that looks for you to run a party. It should be somebody else as the host. I'm so sorry. My do not disturb is not on, and I don't know if you guys can hear that noise, but it's in my ears, and I'm sorry. Okay. Having another host will also broaden your network and help you meet new people. And ideally, they will help you with next month's first party in your 3 party plan. Okay, so first party is find a host. Second party is a product focused party. So that say we have, okay, so like the collection that launched today, the Ralph Lauren type inspired collection that I think several of us, it is not our vibe. We felt like it looks like an extra family member on your entry table kind of vibe, right? It looks like an urn to a lot of us, but we know it is so popular for so many people and they love that vibe, the blue and white. I don't even remember what the style is called, but it's just that classic. Jessica said she's going to put her family photo next to it. That classic, timeless, elegant style is for so many people. And indigo ginger jar. Okay, thank you so much. I couldn't even remember what it was called. I love that it is so loved by so many people and that we are offering these things. So that can be your second open party. It's not sold out yet, as far as I know. And so focus on that. Focus on getting a 250 PRV party out of that one product. That's your product focus. Also, don't forget that you can upsell. Like, what are they going to warm in that jar? They're probably going to want some wax too. And with it being our nearly 10% off or 10% off nearly everything sale this month, it's the perfect time to hook them up with a 6 pack of wax, right? They need something to go with it. So that should be your party focus for party number 2. Party number 3 is your personal follow-up orders. Do you want fries with that? Yes. You got to have wax with your warmers. Is for your follow-ups. So when you are being the best fragrance consultant specialist that you can be, you are following up with your customers. They need a refill. Especially with it being sale month, they need a refill ASAP. Are their favorites discontinuing? We're going to talk about club later, but that can go in with follow-up. Maybe they just want a one-time order. Cool, great. You will take that order gladly and add it to your follow-up party. Once it gets to 250 PRV, or if you're not done working yet, you can always add more. You don't have to close it once it gets to 250, right? Build your own rewards, stack your own rewards, and get your own amazing goodies at free and half price, right? Oh, it was trying to tell me I was giving my hands up. Have you guys noticed like the emojis when you do things now? Zoom is like trying to engage with you. No, thank you. I am fine on my own. So that's the 3 open party plan. You are the host. For your follow-ups, a product specific spotlight, and somebody else as the host to grow your network. Those 3 parties, when you close them, will be 750 PRV. And I did math because math in public on the spot is not for me. If you are an essential consultant, 750 PRV gets you $150 in commissions. If you are a certified consultant getting paid at that title, 750 PRV gets you $187.50 in commissions. That doesn't even go toward the fact that if you have a team, you will be getting bonuses for your leadership position, right? So if you follow this 3 open party plan, you can guarantee that you will be getting at least $150 in commissions. And yes, sometimes parties are flops. So what do you do when a party is a flop? Book another one. Ask somebody else to host a party. Yeah? It sounds simple because it is. How many of you inadvertently overcomplicate things in your life when it comes to your business? You try to reinvent the wheel every single time you do something, and then you have this analysis paralysis where you cannot move forward because you're busy overthinking everything and it's just dragging you back. I am so guilty of this. I even I have a funny story about my analysis paralysis. We went tubing up in Flagstaff. I live in Phoenix. We went tubing in Flagstaff over the weekend with our youth group. And I was telling my husband about, okay, should I wear this? Should I add more layers? And he said, Arielle, I can no longer help you overthink this. I'm going to need you to do it on your own. Like, cool, cool, cool. That's where we're at. Okay. So I did solve my problem myself, and I am so proud. High five. But don't let that be something that stops you in your business, is that analysis paralysis. Keep it Scentsy simple, KISS, right? Keep it Scentsy simple and do the basics. Do what you have been taught to do, and don't try and like add some spice and complicate it, okay? Maybe if you're in a season where like spice is okay and it's going to help you move forward, sure. Do that. But if we are getting back to basics, remembering those foundations, don't add spice. Cool? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to pass the baton to Katie. If you guys have any plans to follow this, let us know. Any questions in the comments? I know Amber, I saw her commenting as well. Ask us. We are here to help. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Hey, hey, y'all. I can't look at myself. I have to look at people. So I had to move my screen. I have to do this from not my computer. I got to do Zoom for my phone. So, how many of you guys watch World Tour? I hope every single one of you got watch World Tour. It is, in my opinion, my most favorite World Tour today. And I don't do virtual. I clean my house. I do all the things. I don't pay attention when things are virtual. But this was hands down the best World Tour that I think that we've ever had. But we saw all these exciting things, right? And we just want to share all the things because so much is coming. But we're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to do that. Not yet. It's too early. It's the 9th. It is February 9th. Rule of thumb, work in the month that you're in. Prepare for the month ahead. Always in your business. So many people think they're doing their business a grand service by sharing all the things that they see because they get so excited, okay? But your customers get very overwhelmed very easily. So when you start sharing things super, super early, guess what? They're going to be saving their dollars for all of that stuff. They're not going to be focused on the 10% sale or the classic collection or the Disney Love Story collection. They're not going to be worried about that because you done showed them something real shiny and they can't get that shiny thing right now. Okay, so there's a way to share things. I'm going to share that in just a minute. There's a way to share things strategically in your business. But rule of thumb, You're always going to want to focus on the month that you're in while preparing for the month ahead. You always want to be prepared for transition month. Okay, we have a new catalog coming March 1st. There is a way to do that strategically where you don't kill your business in the month you're in. So, rule of thumb for February, what you need to be focused on right now is sharing the discontinued list. If you don't know where the discontinued list is, you can go to the last chance section of your workstation. It shows everything right there. Focusing on the 10% off sale and getting people on club. You need to be sharing the fart out of Scentsy Club this month. The transition months are the best month to add clubbers. Scentsy Club is recurrent revenue for you month after month, meaning revenue you don't have to think about, money, PRV that you do nothing with. But you have to share it or your customers don't know. So rule of thumb, those are the things that you need to be focused on. 10% off, discontinued sale. And you don't need to do it just one time. You need to do it over and over and over again. With my customers, this is how I work my business. Now, again, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to work your business. I am sharing things that I personally do in my business with you guys. Do it, don't do it. I am almost at 5,000 PRV and it's the 9th of February. Rule of thumb, I email my customers every single release, every time. It doesn't matter what it is. I email my customers every single release. Every release. And you know what I do? I don't write that email every time, okay? I cheat. I cheat a lot. I have a Google Doc that has everything in there. My team recognition, my customer email, and my tip email that I send to my team every week. And I just edit that guy. I just add whatever's coming to the very top. So people that skip the email, they'll see it at the beginning, but I always give a subject grabber. Like brand new, coming today, Scentsy dash, coming today at 1 p.m. You want something that just grabs them in the subject because they're just going to delete that guy. I delete emails. I have a notification problem. I don't like notifications. It gives me anxiety. So I just delete things real quick. So you want to grab their attention. But rule of thumb, I know people love social media. I know that. And I'm not a social media hater. Social media does work. But not everybody is on their phone all the time. Case in point, Saturday and Sunday, I'm not on my phone. I'm not looking at Facebook. I'm not looking at stories. I don't care what anybody else is doing. Saturday and Sunday are my days. So if somebody's posting a product that I would absolutely love and they're solely relying on posting it on Facebook thinking I'm going to see it, I'm not, because I'm not looking at Facebook on Saturday and Sundays. So you need to be looking at all methods of communications with your customers. Text, VIP pages. Don't at everyone on every post or at highlight. You're just going to piss people off. I said what it's annoying. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. You need to be intentional. You need to email your customers with every release, even if it's not your vibe. Listen, that urn was not my vibe. It is not cute to me. It is not. But 18 of my customers had to have that warmer, and it's my highest warmer to date, pre-order date. And I was so confused by it because I'm like, is nobody seeing what I'm seeing? Like, this warmer is ugly. But that's not my business. It's not my business. You have to share every release every time, whether it's your jam or not. It does not matter. You are your own marketing team. Nobody is gonna do it for you. No, if you're not gonna share it, somebody else will, and they're gonna buy it from that person. If I want to have shared it, they were gonna buy it from Stacey Edwards or Ray Anderson because we live very close to each other. If I don't share it, somebody else will. So you need to be very consistent with how you are communicating to your customers. So 10% off sale, discontinued list. You need to be emailing your customers weekly. Weekly, not just once, weekly. And telling PSA, y'all get funny with it. Like, y'all gonna be real salty when what scent sleeping? When Very Snowy Spruce leaves, and that's not my problem if it leaves. Like, you have to keep reminding your customers. So get in a good rhythm of how you communicate with your customers and do it frequently and do it regularly. So focusing on the month, and that's every month, not just transition month. You should be focusing on why in the fart are we sharing Care Bears right now? No, we're not doing that. Care Bears don't come out till April. We still got to give the Valentines and the Easter bunnies got to come. No, we're not doing all that. Okay, you're doing too much. Just because you know it, you don't need to share it. So, rule of thumb, you focus on the release ahead, one release at a time. The Easter Bunny's got to come, y'all. Okay, Cupid got to come. Some of y'all just be jumping to all the things, and your customers are so overwhelmed because they don't know, but they're focused on that one thing that they want, and it don't come out till July. So guess what? They're not gonna order from you till July, because you done shared it, okay? Because it was shiny, and you wanted to be the first to share it, but no, we're not doing that, okay? You focus on the release ahead. One release ahead, okay? You're going to focus on one release. So we're going to get in the rhythm of doing that, okay? We're not going to go to new catalog yet. We're going to get to that in a minute. So you focus on the month that you're in while preparing ahead. So how do you prepare ahead? You need to buy your catalogs and your testers. We're not waiting until March 1st to order them. We're not going to do that. We're going to order them now. We're going to order our testers now, and we're going to order our catalogs now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right now. And I'm going to tell you why. Yes, I'm focused on this month. My PRB is good this month. But the last week of February, I'm going to start front loading like crazy for March. Front loading like crazy. And the only way to front load, your customers have to see it and they have to smell it. You got brand new stuff, but you ain't got to share. And look, I know some of my teamies be coming in the middle of March. Anybody got a set of testers I can borrow? I haven't ordered mine yet. No, I know, because mine are out. So no, sorry, but I'm not sorry. You need to go ahead and order your business supplies. Why? The last week of transition season, I've done this for, it's been 9 years. I do an open house in my house. Now, the first 3 years, only my mama came and she didn't even buy anything, okay? The first few open houses I had 1 or 2 guests. They sucked. Sucked. But the more that you do something, the better it gets. You have to get used to doing it. Now my customers ask me, they're already asking me, they're already stressing me out. When are we having an open house? I got to get to my kid's birthday first. Let's do that first. They're already stressing me out because they're excited because I do things at my open house. It's a way to build relationships with your customers. It's a way people buy from the relationship. Yes, social media is great. But I have customers, it doesn't matter who posts what. They have a relationship with me. They may see Care Bears from you, but they have a relationship with me and they're going to be messaging me about them Care Bears because I have a relationship with them. I've talked to them. I've built a relationship with them. You want to do an open house. I don't care if you ain't even got a house. If you got a small house, they don't care. They want to know you. They want to get to know you. I have done an open house every 6 months for the last 9 years. You're going to be scared. You're going to be scared. But listen, they get to know you. And there's strategic ways to do things. I get rid of all my warmers at my open house, but I don't give them away. I say you can get a warmer if you spend $50 from the new catalog. Why? Because if 10 customers come and they spend $50, that's a $500 party for me to close on March 1st. Say there's ways to do things strategically. Also, when you get those testers and those catalogs, you can start booking parties with your best customers. Customers love that. You got some mushroom lovers. You got warmers that you love in the new catalog. The last week of February, start sneaking them to your VIP customers and say to them, do you want to be the first person to access this catalog, the first person to sniff these new scents? I can bring a bag to you today. The people love exclusive, y'all. They love to hear you can't buy it right now, but do you want you and your people to sniff? They love exclusive. So I try and get 6 bag parties out the last week of the month for February to close in March because those people can't buy that product yet. They can't buy it from any other consultant, but they can sniff it and they can see it. So doing that the last week of February, the first week of March, I have 6 parties to close and my open house. So you're working in this month, but you're thinking ahead on what can I do? And Arielle said it best, I aim for 1 party a week. 1 party a week. And if you pick one day to focus on that, no, we ain't sharing no new catalog yet, Abby. No, Abby Johnson. We're not sharing no new catalog right now. But we're ordering them right now. We're going to order our testers and our catalogs. And then we're going to wait until the last week of February. And we are going to start sneaking to our best customers, not on Facebook for everybody all willy-nilly. We're going to be intentional. And we're going to say, look at these 4 warmers coming out. Oh my God, I got to have them. Do you want to be one of the first people to sniff them, I can drop it off and you can share it with your coworkers and your friends and your family. They are pumped because their people at work and their family and friends haven't sniffed them since. They ain't seen that catalog. So it's exclusive to them. That's what we want to do. So I saw Lauren's comment, how do we market the new edits? We ain't gonna do nothing until we have more information on when it releases. Rule of thumb, if you don't have a price and if you don't have a release date, we ain't sharing it. We ain't sharing it. If you don't have pricing, because how foolish you look. I've seen consultants do it. They'll post something right after SFR and people me in the comments, oh my God, how much is it? I don't know. Well, when's it coming out? I don't know that either. No, we don't do that. It makes us look incompetent. It makes us look incompetent. You want to share with intention. You want to work with intention. 9 times out of 10, consultants are overwhelmed in their business because they're doing things that make no sense, or they're doing things that don't line up with the week or the month. They're thinking ahead. That's why they're overwhelmed. Oh my God, so much information, because you worried about something in April and it's not April yet. Just because you have the information doesn't mean you have to share the information. You work in the week ahead. So I'm not stressing. Thursday comes and I'm going to find out what comes out on Monday. And that's when I'm going to share it, when I have pricing and a release date. Otherwise, you focus on the month that you're in. That's how you don't get overwhelmed, when you're focused on what matters. So what matters this week, February 9th, what matters? Sharing the 10% off sale, sharing the discontinued list, and getting your customers that love those fragrances on Scentsy Club. That's all you need to do this week, and order your supplies for March. That's what you need to do, okay? Then at the end of February, we'll start thinking about March. Okay? I love y'all. There you go.
Hello, hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? I think I'm unmuted. Okay. For those of y'all that are new this week, my name is Maggie Hensley, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little about social selling and how you can use that. I need to see more faces, and how you can use that leading up to the new catalog and to grow your Scentsy Club. I love social selling. I have been in the social selling space since social selling was a thing, like years and years and years ago. I've always loved to share recipes and things that I'm buying, things that I'm wearing. And Scentsy is no different. Now, if you think about you, you are not Scentsy, and Scentsy is not you. There are so many different facets of you that you should be sharing with the world. So, yes, I'm a fragrance consultant. I always just say I'm a fragrance expert. That is like my wheelhouse. I also love to feed my family. I love to cook. I am an equestrian. I am a mom of 8. I love hair and makeup and all girly things. And so there's a lot of different ways that I can share me and my life and use that to cast a wide net to bring people in and share Scentsy with them that way. I try in most of my videos to have something Scentsy in them. Now, that might just be a diffuser that is running next to me when I am cooking dinner that I am sharing. That might be a fragrance flower that is sitting on the bathroom countertop while I'm doing my makeup. That might be hanging a new scent circle in my car when I'm doing a day in the life kind of thing. Yes, I did say mom of 8. Yes, I have 8 children. And so here's the thing. People are fascinated by certain things about every one of our lives. For me, it might be that I have 8 children, or that I am able to have a horse and a business and whatever else. And so I get a lot of questions about, like, wait. Okay, your kitchen is beautiful. What do you and your husband do? Well, that I got a lot of comments on that when I was at my mama's house, because we lived with my parents for a while. But needless to say, that opens up a door to then be able to talk about Scentsy. Someone might see me um, cooking in my kitchen and leave a comment about my diffuser. That opens the door to be able to talk about Scentsy. People love unboxing videos. So I unbox my Scentsy all the time and can just talk about it. Or sometimes I'll just do like a get ready with me and I'll be talking about Scentsy or about my life or about things that I have going on. And so social selling and reels are huge right now, reels and carousels. Social selling is about casting a wide net so that you can bring more people in. You are not going to do that with Scentsy. You're only going to attract people, other Scentsy people, by sharing solely Scentsy posts. You want to share the other facets of your life. You might attract a young mom that is looking for recipes, easy weeknight recipes. You might be able to attract somebody that is looking for a new mascara. I've been doing a mascara series trying to find mascara for my ridiculously short eyelashes. But people pay attention. They're like, oh, that one's good. Oh, this one's my favorite so far. People pay attention to that. And so I am attracting other people from something completely separate from Scentsy that are going to find my page that will then see Scentsy that way. And so we really want to be able to share the other facets of our life in order to bring people in to Scentsy. And there's tons of different ways to do that. I do a lot of reels. I try to do a lot of day in the life. I film a lot at the barn. Um, like I said, unboxing videos. I do a Scentsy Club unboxing when my club order comes. And that is really how I get people on to club. And if you don't have a club subscription, make one up. Nobody says that you have to have a club subscription to talk about club or to unbox a club subscription. Make one up. Do you have some bars? Do you have pods? Do you have oils? Do you have cleaning products? Nobody knows if you have a legitimate Scentsy Club subscription. Put all those things in a box and pull them out and tell people about how you can get all of these things straight to your door every month. Club is just a customer VIP program. Don't say subscription. Yes, you can have a subscription through it, but it's just a customer VIP program. It's a coupon. It is a perpetual coupon. They get 10% off when they spend $30 or more. They get a half price item when they spend $60 or more. They can get their whiff box at half off. So whenever I get my club, I use my half price item for my whiff box. I do a whiff box every month anyway, but I do that lot or not live. I do it like through a reel. I unbox things. I can show people that. That's a way for me to talk about club too, to get people in there. It's just a customer reward program. It's like using your red card if you go to Target or your stars if you go to Starbucks. And here's the thing, when people have a club subscription, they earn points that turn into dollars. So then when we have new catalogs that come out and they want that new warmer, they can use the points that they've accrued through Scentsy Club to get their warmer at a discount. So if you have a customer that doesn't want to host and doesn't want to join but always wants a discount, they need to be part of club. So I have a reel that I put together a long time ago where I'm talking about club and I'm unboxing my club. And then I have a snippet in the middle of it where I'm unboxing a whiff box. And I literally just cut out that part in the middle and I change it up all the time whenever we have new whiff boxes. And so then I'll just repost the same reel with a different caption, or maybe I'll put captions on it or change it up a little bit. And then I will just put the new whiff box piece in the middle of it because the message is good. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Or if talking on camera is nerve wracking to you, B-roll is huge. Just set up your camera and film yourself changing your wax. People love to see things that are cathartic, that are sound mundane to us, but people love to watch other people change wax, to clean things, doing laundry. And what are all of those things? Those are all things that we offer as Scentsy consultants. How many different ways can you add Scentsy into all of those different things? Mopping your floor using the all-purpose cleaner. Changing out a scent circle in your car because maybe your son left his soccer bag in the back and it smells like feet. Relatable, right? So there's all kinds of different ways that you can add Scentsy in to, I guess I have to start cleaning, Scentsy into the different places of your life that you're sharing, whether it's in a picture or a reel or it's B-roll. You can add things in there. And so I really like to use, I really try to keep it as simple as possible when it comes to sharing about Scentsy because it's not, you don't want to make it complicated. You want to make it very, very simple. Like, do you need an extra $50 this month? Or, I'm looking for, women that are trying to figure out a way to stay home with their kids. Or my Scentsy anniversary is at the end of this week. And we talked about this on the last video. last month, I joined so that I could use my debit card to buy McDonald's fries. And so, guess what I'm going to be doing on the 13th? I'm going to be filming a reel sitting in my car eating McDonald's fries, and I'm going to talk about my Scentsy story. So, that is what you want to use to attract other people to your lifestyle. That is called lifestyle recruiting. That is called lifestyle attractive marketing, is showing people what you have and what you're doing and making them feel like, oh, I could totally do that too. The videos and posts that I find that I get the most traction on, I'm not even really trying to sell somebody on the opportunity. I'm just talking about my life. It's taking my kids for ice cream dinner. And people are like, dang, you must be rich. No, I'm literally not. But I do work from home and I am able to stay home with my kids. And I have created a life that allows me to be home with them and do these things and have these moments, intentional moments throughout the day because of Scentsy. And so if you can show people the answer to the questions that they have, like I've always said, if someone's reason, I don't want to say excuse, so if someone's reason for not joining is that they don't have enough time or they don't know enough people, well, how can you show them without showing them that they do? They do have enough time, that they do know enough people. Because people love the products. How many people, what did they say? How many people use candles in their homes? 70% of homes use candles. Um, okay, there's a huge market for our products. And so you just have to show people through attraction marketing, through social selling, that you can insert Scentsy into multiple different areas of their life without really trying. And so if they love the products and maybe they want a little bit of a change, or maybe they want the um, community, or maybe they want to be able to buy their McDonald's fries with a debit card instead of some couch change that they find, Scentsy can be the answer for that. But I am telling you that you have to share other things besides just Scentsy. If you go to your Instagram or your TikTok or your Facebook and you scroll, and in your first grid, like let's just talk about the Instagram grid. If you look at your first 9 squares on your grid and more than one of them is about Scentsy, too much. Like specifically about Scentsy, that's too much. You want to share your life more than you want to share about the products. Because when I said that we want to cast a wide net to bring more people in, the places that we're going to share our products is in our stories and on our VIP page. Our main profiles should be about our life. And yes, Scentsy is part of our life. And so there will be things that we should post there. I posted today about the blue and white warmer, but I also shared about things that are going on in my life, an outfit that I really liked, all kinds of other things. And so you'll see one square on my Instagram about Scentsy. The rest is about my horse or my kids or baseball season that's coming up or a mascara that I just tried or a recipe or whatever. So you want to share more about your life on your public page than you do about Scentsy to bring people in, get them to ask the questions. Your warmest market is going to be in your stories. If you look at your stories, you can see how many people are watching. This morning I looked and I had 320 something people that saw one story. What if I had 320 people in a room? What if I had 320 people in a room and I could share with them? That's a lot of people. The people that are watching your stories are the people that are most likely to buy from you. They are who is actually watching you. The number of people that see your posts is much smaller. The people that are paying attention is much smaller. People that are paying attention to your stories are your warm market. And so that is where you want to post more of the, salesy products. Post that you're spraying down your counter with counter clean as you're doing things. Share whatever you're warming right now. Your wall is for your life and casting the wide net, the stories is where you hook them. And then they can go into your VIP page where they're going to see more of what you have to offer. Then they can get on your email list and they can get those weekly emails. But the social selling aspect of it is just to bring more people in. And that's then when we will share Scentsy with them. The only people that you're really going to bring in if you are constantly just posting Scentsy is other Scentsy consultants. And that's not who we're trying to sell to. That's not who we're trying to sell to. And so, yes, you can use like the Scentsy hashtag or you can tag Scentsy because they do share some of our stuff on their social medias. But at the same time, you want to share something more like fragrance lover, candle lover, fall candle, pumpkin roll, pumpkin spice, whatever, to bring people in that are looking for that fragrance, people that are looking for that fragrance experience, that are trying to decorate their home, that want a better cleaning solution, or really that are just trying to watch you do things. And so I just want to encourage you that if you are struggling to find new customers, to find new people, it's because you're not casting a wide enough net and you're not sharing enough of you with the world because you are not Scentsy. Scentsy is a part of me. It always will be forever and ever. I love fragrance. Oh my gosh, I love fragrance. I love perfume. I love candles. It's been my whole life. I've loved fragrance. That's just always been a part of me. But there's so much more to me. And people aren't just following me because of Scentsy. And so, Katie just talked about her weekly email. I have one too that I send to my customers, and I call it the weekly wax mama. And I've gotten really bad about sending it weekly. And Katie lit a fire in my butt again tonight to go back to sending it weekly. I'm really bad about like getting into a really good groove, and then the holidays hit, and everything just goes to shit, and I lose my groove, and I need to get back there. And I've been struggling. So, but I'm going to send out my weekly wax mama this week on Friday. I usually send it out on Fridays, but on that weekly wax mama, here's what I put. And I will send it out to all of these leaders and they can post it on their page so you guys can see it. That's going to hold me accountable. Okay. So here's what I put. I have like a little header and I make this in boards, and then I can just literally copy and paste the whole thing and put it in like the workstation email. Okay. So I have the weekly wax mama, and then I have what I'm warming. And that's literally just what my house smells like. So I'm going to put the oil that I have in my diffuser, the candle that I have lit, the pods that are new in my diffuser or in my car, what wax I'm using. So what does my house smell like right now? That's the first section. The second one is what's new, what's coming. So the launch for the next week. Then I have what I'm wearing or like what's in my cart. Maybe it's a fun thing that I found on Amazon because I do have affiliate links and there are different ways that people can shop with me. And, I have multiple streams of income. And so I'll put like something fun that I found on TikTok or a fun Amazon find, or if I'm really loving, I don't know, like a comfort sweatshirt or something like that, whatever I have. So what's in my cart. And then I have what's going on with my family. So maybe that's something fun that I did with my horse this week. Maybe it's that, my son went to homecoming and a cute picture of him. And then at the bottom, I put what I cooked this week, and I put a recipe every week of something that I've cooked or something that I want to cook. And so only a couple of those things have to do with Scentsy. Now, obviously, those people are on my email list because they're my customers. But that I also put something about my family. I put what I'm cooking, what I'm buying, other things in there because I am not just Scentsy. So I want to encourage you that you are not just Scentsy. And if you haven't made to feel like you can only share Scentsy, I want to free you from that because I felt like that for a really long time. And we're beyond that. People want to support you in any way that they can. They want to see if you got new glasses, or if you have a new sweatshirt that you really love, or maybe you just like found a new spice that you're loving in your kitchen, or I got some new dill pickle mayo that I'm loving that like is so freaking good. So I'm going to share that. You know what I mean? Maybe you ate at a new restaurant. I love to share where my husband and I go on date night. I love to film getting ready and what I wore and where we went to eat and what we ate there. Like, it's just fun for me. It's a creative outlet that is beyond Scentsy, but brings people into Scentsy. That is the goal for social selling. It is not to be a distraction from Scentsy. It is to show people how Scentsy can complement their life and not be their entire life, because it's not. And it doesn't have to be. And so when we're only sharing Scentsy, we make people think that it has to be our whole life. And yes, I do all of that with 8 children. I don't know how. Also, talked to last week or last month about ADHD and how I wanted to finally get a diagnosis this year. You've all held me accountable. I've had several people message me. I have an appointment on Wednesday. You're welcome. Anyway, we'll wrap up that. Does anybody have questions for anybody? I've kind of been paying attention to the chat, but I feel like we have a few more minutes. So if anybody has questions.
Yeah, we've got a couple extra minutes. I love that. And also to your point too, just be intentional, be disciplined with what you're doing. So while Maggie is really good at the social selling aspect, I'm really good at the email aspect. And sometimes I forget to post on social media. And then I get, that analysis paralysis thing we talked about. I'm like, what should I even post about? I don't even know. And then I don't. So like we all have areas of weakness. And I think it was areas of opportunity. Whitney said in the comments, nobody has a perfect business. So if you ever think that somebody is running a perfect business, I just want you to get that thought right out of your head because that is a lie. Remember the fixed mindset we talked about? Patrice, she's lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
What is perfect? Nothing.
Yeah.
Jesus is the only perfect thing,
Yeah. And someone just mentioned a template. That's why I use that. I use that template and I just plug different things in because it was too much for me to keep up with all the time. And I just need something easy that I can be like, okay. And just because I put a recipe in there doesn't mean that I made it. It just maybe looked good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying fake it necessarily, but just like, I don't know. Sometimes it just is what it is. And whatever floats your boat, whatever sounds good for you. If you don't like to use any of the diffusers or the pods or candles or any of that, and you're just a wax warmer girl, just keep it that you're sharing your wax. Like, just keep it to that. Like, you don't have to do things that other people are doing just because someone else told you to. So,
That brings up a good point too. Did you know there are some really successful consultants who don't even use our products? Yeah, it's true. Some top leaders do not even use the products. I know one gal, she has an allergy to like almost everything fragrance, but her business is about the opportunity and helping others find a way to earn extra income, have community, fit Scentsy into their life, how they can. And her product focus is the opportunity. Okay. So don't limit yourself to the physical products that you can
mm,
use, change, and sell. The opportunity is an incredible product, probably the best product we actually offer and probably the least talked about. Becca
that's a
Levi is
good point.
always one who speaks so eloquently on how the business is the best product. I think she did Shift a couple weeks ago. So if you guys have a chance, go watch the replay of that. And you don't
Can
have to
I
love all of our
interject
products.
something, even though I'm done
Yes.
pumping? I've been
Yes.
listening, I've been commenting. I love how Maggie said, even if you don't have a club, pretend you have a club. And it really sparked something because, guys, if you think that half of the stuff that you see on social media, especially TikTok, that these people, like, if you knew that these people like got stuff and then like returned it, like just to do like product reviews and stuff, take the stuff that, like, what I like to do a lot is whenever a customer order comes in, I like to like take stuff from that customer order and pretend it's mine. Take pictures with it, take marketing pictures with it, show it off, and just, yeah, Whitney, I know that she does that a lot with like unboxing stuff. Do it. You don't have to have all the products. You don't have to, like, I love that club idea. I've never ever thought of that. That's amazing. Pretend.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Pretend,
tell
talk
y'all
about the products. It's
I'm
like
gonna
that
tell y'all
just
a
sound,
secret.
that's, I love it. But like, you have the products, show
Yeah.
it off, you open it up, use it. Okay, that's
Yep.
it. And then I'm done.
No, you're good. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. When you see some of my, if you're gonna go follow me right now, if you see some of my like Target shopping videos, I don't buy 90% of the stuff that I touch. I just pretend like I'm taking it off the shelf. It doesn't actually go in my cart. But it works just fine. Same with the club stuff. Like, doesn't have to be in a club subscription just because have it at your house. Because we got how much stuff do you get in your starter kit? Do you still get like fragrance flower and a Scentsy clean or a counter clean and like all these things? put it in a little box and pretend like you're unboxing a Scentsy Club. All you have to do is tell people, show people what can come in the box. Show people what they could get to their door every 1, 2, or 3 months. And here's the thing. Then when you see that you have someone who loves it enough to get $100, $200 worth of stuff come to their door every 1, 2, and 3 months, they should probably join your team and get paid on that. So.
And I know we briefly talked about it too, but everything that's leaving at the end of the month, perfect opportunity to shuffle them into club and show them the club side. And I love how Maggie's always referred to it as the customer reward or customer VIP program with the perpetual coupon. Why would you not? Does anybody have any other questions? I'm pretty sure we were answering them as they went, but
Having a lot of people in clubbers are the easiest people to have sponsoring conversations with. I recruit from club, so I let my club build and build and build, and then I try and start recruiting the fart out of them. They love the product. They get it frequently. They're the easiest people to say, do you want to get paid off your club?
and if you're not having conversations with them, just jump in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it. Because what is the worst that they will say? No. Okay, the worst that could happen is they're going to cancel their club and tell you to fart off. I like using the word fart now, Katie. I'm just going to really
I love
lean into
and
that.
listen. Anyway, to this date, 9 years later, every time I have a sponsoring conversation or I ask somebody to party with me or get free stuff, as soon as I send it, I exit out. So that way, I don't even see their face bubble because I freak myself out. So I just send it and then get out of there.
I love it. Do what you got to do. But think about the absolute worst that's going to happen. Let your body metabolize those emotions and those feelings and then do it. Your body just needs to process it. Once you think of the worst thing that could happen, process it and then do it, knowing the worst that's going to happen, and likely something better will happen.
Look,
Easy peasy.
Me and Ray built our business pretty much the same way. And I'm going to challenge all of you guys. If you guys get sidetracked, the first 2 years of my business, I was a full time nurse and had a crazy schedule. And to this day, when I'm crunched for time, set an alarm for 10 to 15 minutes. Pick one thing that you want to do, book parties, sponsoring conversations, whatever area you want to focus on. Set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes and you can get a lot done in 10 to 15 minutes. Listen, when I had my daughter, she didn't sleep at all. Did not sleep. And I remember my husband walked through the door and I said, I'm going on my front porch for 10 minutes and I'm going to book 5 parties in 10 minutes. I will never forget how efficient my business ran when I literally had zero time. Set a timer, just do it, and then get back doing what you're doing. But when you do things in crunch time like that, when you challenge yourself, I'm going to book 5 parties in 15 minutes. Those are the things that move your business. I'm going to have 10 sponsoring conversations in 20 minutes. Those are the things that move your business. Nothing else matters. So if you scramble or you get sidetracked real easy, set some timers. You get a lot done when you set some timers and you're intentional and you're focused.
I love that. And we really didn't, we meant to, I promise we meant to discuss action items for you to take away this week to do this month. I'm just going to make it up on the spot here. I need everybody to do the 3 open parties, at least the minimum 3 open party plan. I need everybody to talk about the discontinuing products. And in the comments, Whitney showed where you can pull the report. You go to reports, customers, discontinued report, so that you know what's leaving, so you know who to have those intentional conversations with. And I'm going to challenge you to get 1 new club subscriber. So that means probably a lot of conversations, but you have the report that tells you who you need to talk to, and you're going to have those 3 open parties. So I just made it up on the fly and real excited about that. Amber put it in the comments there. And gosh, we just appreciate your time. We value you guys so much. The fact that you showed up this week. And even if you're not able to show up live, if you're watching the replay, the fact that you took an hour out of your time to listen and or watch the replay, we appreciate you. You are so valued. And it's only the 9th. We have so much month left, and we can't wait to cheer you on and watch you grow, friends. All right, any other questions? Reach out to your SSD or post in your groups because we all have Facebook groups and they are there for everybody to utilize because if you have a question, somebody else probably does. So help others also learn and grow with your questions. Be courageous, don't be bashful, and we love you guys and we will talk to you soon. All right, have a good night, guys.